We can help birds and butterflies this summer by planting a wildlife habitat garden. Our next guest is here to share tips to do just that.
David Mizejewski is the author of Attracting Birds, Butterflies, and Other Backyard Wildlife. He's here with a few simple steps we can all take in our own backyards. Hello and welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me. Look, wildlife is in trouble. We're in a wildlife crisis right now. All around the world, species are declining. And that's kind of bad news. It's a little bit depressing. But I'm here with a positive message. We all can get involved, literally right in our backyards, by planting a wildlife habitat garden. I've got a new edition of my book out. It's called Attracting Birds, Butterflies, and Other Backyard Wildlife. And it's a how-to book on how to do this, how to create a garden that's going to be beautiful, but also help out the wildlife that you can have certified by the National Wildlife Federation.
We like that. So we really can make a difference by what we do in our own backyard.
Absolutely. And my first tip from the book is plant native plants. Wildlife need the plants that they co-evolved with. So beautiful things like purple coneflower, phlox, the black-eyed Susans down there. These are going to attract bees, which are declining, monarch butterflies, which are declining, other pollinators, and then for nectar, and then they're going to put out seeds that the birds are going to eat. So these are natural bird feeders, and you don't never have to refill them. It's pretty amazing.
That is great. Native plants. Okay, that's the first tip.
Second tip is you can supplement with feeders. So we've got a variety of seed feeders, different kinds of seeds. You can do a hummingbird feeder. You can make your own sugar water. It's 4 parts water to 1 part white sugar. It's not healthy for us, but it's what the birds like. So even suet, which is animal fat, woodpeckers and things like that like to eat that. So you can supplement with feeders, but you want to feed primarily through your plants.
Okay.
And then the second thing is water. And if you want to grab the water pitcher here, you can fill up this bird bath. A simple bird bath will do. Birds will come drink here. Other small animals will come drink here. Everything needs to drink water. And a bird bath just 1 to 3 inches deep. Anything deeper, they won't use it. So
this is the right amount of water?
Exactly, yeah. So you got food, water, and then another tip is you got to put out places to raise young. So we've got some bird nesting boxes. These actually can help birds find places where they can build their nests in the environment when we've removed a lot of the trees that have the holes in them that they need. And most importantly, plant host plants for caterpillars. These butterflies start life as caterpillars. They can only eat certain plants. This is milkweed. The monarch butterfly population has crashed in the U.S. It's because there's not enough milkweed out there. So if we plant milkweed, we can actually help save the species.
Are these plants that are hard to take care of?
Nope, totally easy. Again, you can see beautiful, a lot of native plants you can find in your garden centers. Ask at the nursery and encourage them to carry more native plants.
So what about predators? You mentioned about putting all these things out. What about predators I have to worry about? Maybe birds or this, snakes and that?
So predators are normal and natural. Now, we're not talking about inviting bears to your backyard. Again, this is birds, butterflies, toads, frogs, things like that. Dragonflies are predators. Songbirds are predators. 96% of our backyard birds feed their babies insects. So they're predators of insects, and that's important to remember because if you are spraying pesticides everywhere, you're robbing the birds of the foods that they need for their babies.
That's also something for us to think about. If someone doesn't have a lot of space in their yard, or they live in the city, can they still plant things like this?
Absolutely. If you can plant something even in containers, you can create a garden for wildlife. I live in Washington, D.C. In the city, I've got all of my wildlife garden, half of it is in containers on my patio.
Really?
Yep. And I've got butterflies and birds and bees everywhere. You can do this anywhere.
You mentioned the pesticides are a problem. What are some ways we can take care of the plants and not use pesticides and natural things that we can do?
Well, I have actually a whole section on that in my book. And so there's a lot of really great tried and true organic gardening techniques that are out there that don't require you to spray toxic chemicals everywhere, which are bad for us, they're bad for our pets, our kids, as well as the wildlife.
So lots of options, and they're all listed here in this book.
They are, exactly. And you can get the book at Wildology in Waverly. I'm going to be doing an event tonight at Dasani's, and we're going to be giving away all of these props here, and I'm going to be signing books. So if folks want to get the book, come on out tonight and see me. It's 6:30.
6:30 in Waverly, where?
Dasano's.
Dasano's in Waverly. That'll be fun.
So it's going to be educational for them?
Exactly. It'll be educational. We're going to have fun. We're going to have pizza. We're going to do a little trivia night. We're going to have an auction and give away all of these plants here. And if folks have questions, they can ask me directly.
Oh, thank you so much. You can also check out naturalist.nwf.org. Go there for more information as well. You are very good. Thank you very much for being here today.
Absolutely. Yeah, thanks for the opportunity.